Okay, next we have Madam Tia, affectionately known to most of us also as the godmother of Urban Sketcher Asia. Madam Tia, I knew Madam Tia before we even had Urban Sketchers. So Madam Tia Boon Sim, Urban Sketchers Singapore. And she's also one of our advisory board on the Urban Sketchers International.
Okay. So, I'm not going to talk about myself. I'm not, asked to do my sketch journals or something like that. If you want, you can approach me and take a look at my sketches, okay? So, I was told I have a task to do. I was told to do all about urban sketches. So it's about the community, it's about what we do as a community, and especially for the newcomer. But for those who already know, please forgive me and be patient, and maybe you can add on. I did ask the leaders here, Asian leaders, to add on, okay? So this is a community that we are building, and the Asia community has been bigger and bigger and bigger. And okay, yeah, it's very big, right? I heard that we have people from China now. From Taiwan, you know, I think language is a problem, but 我会讲华语，你可以跟我讲华语，有问题可以问我。I can't speak Thai, yeah. So we have translator. We have been good friends with the Thai friends. Australian, no problem, yeah. So I can't speak Malay, but we do have people who can speak Malay. So Indonesian, bahasa Melayu sikit-sikit. Banyak tak boleh. From India, I'm sorry, but you know English very well, right? Okay, very good. So you see, Asian has been growing. The community, sketching community has been growing. But I want to make one thing very clear. It's about sketching, okay? People has been debating whether it should be part of urban sketches or not part of urban sketches. I think that's not important. So don't forget, we sketch, and don't let the joy of sketching, you know, take away anything among us. You know, sometimes we debate, oh, this is not urban sketching, this is urban sketching, you know. So that's why, if you notice, KL has now got urban sketches, KL urban sketches, but they also have a group called KL sketches, just like Bangkok. Bangkok is doing so well. They have Bangkok sketches. You realize it's Bangkok sketches, but they also have urban sketches Thailand. So Thailand is the one that unite. You know, you may have urban sketches Phuket, urban sketches this and that, but you have urban sketches Thailand, urban sketches Bangkok, and no, you don't have urban sketches Bangkok sketches. Yeah, pardon me. Bangkok sketches is very, very strong, right? It's Bangkok sketches, right? In fact, they started much earlier, put it this way. So, Urban Sketches Singapore started only in 2009. But put it this way, we are the first one. People, we are the first one. Urban Sketches Singapore started in 2009. Although Bangkok Sketches was earlier, but Urban Sketches Thailand only started in 2015 or something like that. See? So we are number one. But see, Urban Sketches Thailand and Bangkok Sketches started the AsiaLink, right? So they are the first one, and then Kuching did this one. We don't know who is the next one, but I know there are a lot of cities trying to do it. But they have some reservation because they say, wow, so big. Never mind, now you know. We just sketch. We don't care about, 2 o'clock, do this, 3 o'clock, do this, 4 o'clock, do this, right? Unless you're a newcomer, you sign up for workshop. Yes, if you sign up for workshop, you go for your class. But if you are sketchers and you join the sketching, we just meet together and we all walk to the same place, we all sit down and sketch, and everybody will be quiet, right? We don't speak, we don't talk to each other when we sketch, but when we finish our sketch, all the chatterbox, and it's so noisy, Sometimes it's like everybody will start socializing and all that. That is urban sketches. That is sketches style. Okay? Now, I'm supposed to talk all about urban sketches. Alright? So, obviously, urban sketches, the only thing that link everybody in the world is this thing called a symposium. Urban sketches have got a symposium per year, annually, at different city, okay? And if I take 1 minute to talk about one city, one symposium, there are 8 symposiums so far, so you should finish in 8 minutes, and you go for your dinner. Alright? So I won't take that long. Now, we all thank to this man. You have heard about him from KK, yeah? Kekian found this urban sketches group through Gabby, and he was so happy, you know. And guess what? Because Kekian was new at the time, and he actually contacted Singapore. He contacted me and says that, hey, how do we join this and all that, you know? So Gabby from Seattle, he's now still, he's not the president anymore. You know, you can't be president for life, right? It's just like Madam Tia cannot be Urban Sketches Singapore for life, you know, and you need newcomer. So we have so far 3 or 4 presidents. In fact, 1, 2, 3, 4 presidents already. This is the 4th round. And he only started in 2007, okay? It registered in 2009. 2007, it started as a Flickr group by Gabby. And what happened is Gabby sketched every day, okay? And he also sketched for work, yeah? And he kind of like invited people from all over the world, all right, to participate, to contribute sketches at this Flickr group. So that's how it all started. And it grew. So it started from Flickr, and later on he said that, okay, maybe we should do something else. So he started, you know, to register it under the non-profit organization, and says that there's an 8 manifesto. In fact, the manifesto came very, very late. It was much later, right? When you grew, then everybody started to sketch different things, yeah? And it became very chaotic, yeah? And he said, oh, you only draw apple, the other one draw orange, and somebody draw rambutan. How do we get everybody to draw apple, rambutan, and oranges, things like that? So he started to, you know, think, and he's a wise man. Seriously, we have to thank Gabby from the start, because he already started to think about how to go about to talk to everybody. We must have a kind of like a common platform. So the manifesto, 8 of them have become the common platform for all of us to follow. If you forget everything, just remember the first one. What is the first one? Draw on location, sketch on location. You cannot sketch from a photograph, okay? So it must have a context. And we do have an Urban Sketches policeman now. He was sitting here. Oh, he's there, Alvin, right? He declared, in fact, he called himself the Urban Sketches policeman, right? Yeah. And he came up with very good illustration, you know, animation about, oh, you can sketch the coffee, but the coffee can be in Tokyo, can be in Singapore, can be in Kuching, you know. So how? You have to have a context. So when you sketch the coffee, you have to sketch the surrounding, and you have to sketch people drinking it, things like that, and you expand your sketch, okay? So that's how we all started. And of course, if you forget, you remember the first one, the last one is we show the worldwide drawing at the time. This one is very interesting. I have this comment to make. I don't know about you, okay? I think I'm holding the mic, so I'm entitled to speak my mind. Yeah? When there's a blog, everybody like to post their sketch, am I correct? And we say we show the worldwide drawing at a time. But I see people post 20 sketches, 30 sketches at one time. Oh, I'm busy, you know. And you know this thing about social media, when you post a lot and you keep on seeing that person and that person become your friend. But you say, I don't want to be his friend. Things like that. So if we all follow this to show the world, okay, maybe 2 drawings at a time, but not 20, 30 drawings at a time. You can have your own album, okay? But when you're on the social media with the urban sketchers, please, follow this. But policemen, am I correct? People post 20, 30, we don't ban them, but he's looking elsewhere. All right. So Gabby, this is a person that we had to thank, and I think he will still be with us in most of the event, mainly symposium, and you can also invite him to do workshop and things like that. So this is the manifesto. I don't have to repeat. I think everybody knows about it and you know where to find them. I particularly like one, which is we support each other and draw together. This is important because you don't draw in your own way. Yeah, you kind of like call a few friends and then you go out and draw together like this event. That's me. So it's all about urban sketches, right? But I want to show a little me, yeah? Because I started urban sketches like day one. Probably I'm the only Asian who embarked on this as early as 2010. So at that time, you look at the number. How many of them in this photo? Can you count? That time the participant is 70. Stop at 70. But can you guess what is the number now? 400. 570. Oh, 70 and 570. How many times? So, you can imagine now that it's so big, all right? And it's kind of like spreading like wildfire within just 7 years, less than 10 years, Although we celebrate 10 years this year, you know why? Because the Flickr group started in 2007. That's why it's 10-year anniversary. But the non-profit, it was only registered in 2009, sorry. And the first symposium is in 2010. So Gabby has been always working, after he registered the organization, and then he said that let's do something, let's do a symposium. Guess what? I was invited by Gabby to do a workshop. It was full of people. I know why he invited me. Anyone want to make a guess? Every day he will definitely provide me lunch and dinner and then talk to me, sit next to me. In fact, is it just me or maybe Asni is there as well? No, Asni, no. Okay, so Asni went to the next one. Now, because they wanted Singapore to host the symposium. Wow. They say, Singapore. When they say, who is going to the next one? Singapore. I was like, what's going on, So I think they wanted more Asian representative. That's the reason, because you can see that there's only one Asian face. All right, but of course you'll see Kumi as well. Kumi is already there, Japan, so he's trying to invite Asian sketchers. Very, very few of us then. But look at now. Now it's a lot, huh? Yeah. Okay. So, Alvin Wong, you are going to get very jealous. That was the year that I met friend Ching, okay, at his university. Now, University of Washington. He was still a professor there, but he was about to retire. All right, so I went to his office and then he was showing us his sketches. Very, very nice man. Now, this is the class. This was a class that I did with a group of people, and Bill Sharp is on the left. You know what? Now that I recall their names, they are all accomplished artists, They are like oil painter, watercolorist. Even Bill Sharp, I like his work so much. And he's oil painter, and a lot of teachers, landscape architects, And I also had someone on wheelchair. And really, I was very thankful for that opportunity, because you really have to plan your lesson plan according to everyone. It was a very small group then. It's about 15 people, and right now it's 20, I think. I think they Still 15. 15 is a very nice number, but later on it increased to 20. At one stage, really the number getting too big, you just had to cut, yeah? So probably not high, 570, please. Now, so I was teaching a class, and then we were teaching at this open space. It was very nice. So everybody was doing a small sketchbook and all that. I forgot what I was doing because over the year you do so many things. But I remember one of them is color, but I forget whether it's this one or the next one. Okay, so 2010. Now, please, this is a very, very important, for me, this is a very important picture. People often forgotten, and all of us, except me. I thought I'm very tall. Look, I'm very tall, right? I'm the shortest there. Yeah, so that's me, and the rest from America, Frenching, Lapan, okay, from Lapan's the youngest, okay, and of course, Frenching is the oldest. Probably I'm the next oldest. I'm quite senior in age compared to these people, and they are still around. And today they are still giving lectures. They are still giving a workshop in every symposium. And I think this group of people, except Frenching was invited. The rest of us, we kind of like whole office, different. How should I put it, different capacity, all right? I forgot what I was doing, maybe education or something. I think so. Okay, so when you're doing workshop, right, you have time, you just sketch. It's just like you people today, everywhere you go, you just sketch. But today I look at you, every 1 hour is sketching, I was so tired, age must be catching up, so pardon me. But look at that time, slimmer and more energetic. And when I'm sketching at the streets, people will just come along and say, oh, Tia, is that Tia? In fact, I want to tell you the story. Before this, when I was doing transit, right, I was at the airport sketching the cafe. Somebody come to me, and say, oh, are you Tia? I was like, is there a word Tia here? So say, we are going to take a workshop. We are going to hear it was wonderful. So that time it was small. But I don't think the situation now, you have a big group, you really don't know who is who. So excuse me if I don't know your name and don't greet you. In fact, you don't know me. Yeah, so thanks Peggy for this opportunity, because I think a little bit of history is always good to grow the group better. Not necessarily bigger, okay, but we need to look into the quality and how to do it better for benefit of all. So, and then 2010, 1 year, 1 minute, as I say, okay, now will be really 1 minute. This will be in Lisbon, all right? So I was again invited to do a talk, okay? Not a workshop, but I gave a talk about exhibition, how to do an exhibition, because Singapore, we started, I did the exhibition in 2010 and 2011. So, I was there to share my experience. So that's the next level. After you have so many sketches, what do? We do a book, we do exhibition, we teach, we do workshop, what else, So I was there, and Frenchie was there, and with all the people there, and somebody, you were there? Asni's there, yeah. Okay, you were there, next. Can't see you. It's a very big group. You can't find me too, because it's getting bigger. I think the next year from 70, it suddenly jumped to like maybe 200 already, So it's a, yeah, this is a square. Yeah.
It's about 500 sketches together.
500 sketches. Oh, because the local sketches is already a lot, okay? But from all over the world, but the workshop participant is about 200 for those who sign up, okay? Then, sorry you are not there, but you were there. It's just that you're not in this picture, okay? These are the instructor, but Pramod always since, from Lisbon, he never failed to attend, except a few, too far. No. Okay, this is the one that I missed. I didn't go to this Dominican. You know why? Because you need to change flight 3 times. There's no direct flight to Dominican. And it's so expensive, all right? And you really, no, I think KK didn't go too, right? No, Dominican, no. So these are the participants there. Frank Ching still there, and quite a few people still there. The only one that's always there is Lee Steele. He's been to every one of them. He is the only one. Olin, not so. Olin, I think. Lee Steele. Olin and Lee Steele. Jason does, everyone? Oh, I'm jealous. How can? Okay, it's recorded. Okay, Jason. Jason, Mama say this. Jason has done a lot of work at the beginning stage for Urban Sketchers. He did all the website, and sometimes he'll help with the technical side. He always talk about some geek stuff and all that I would never understand. All right, so you have to leave it to the expert, and he's the expert. And guess what? He is also the president, the next president after Gabby. Jason Das is the president. Barcelona. By then, you see, wow, how many of you have been to Barcelona? See, Tony, you, I think Paka as well, Paka, KK, myself, okay? Quite a lot of us. So we started to show our faces, right? Asian faces. Not that. This is recorded, right? I want to say that we show our sketches. When we were there doing, they were like, wow, and people have been standing behind us, and then because we are in solidarity, we are all sketching together. We sit side by side, and people crowd around us to see what we do. The same goes to any other sketches, that's the truth. Okay. After Barcelona is Parache. Parache is in Brazil. It's a very, very nice town. It's kind of like not easily accessible. Quite a few flights for a lot of people. But I think it's okay for us because KK submitted a workshop and then got accepted. Oh, I must say this. Since 2013, after the Lisbon, it gets so crowded, right? Like Pramod says, 500 at the square, but 200 participants. So from Barcelona, you must submit your proposal to be an instructor. So it started from Barcelona. So Parache, a lot of people submitted the proposal. What does it mean? A lot of people got rejected. But the same instructor got invited to go back and teach. Okay, so, they are, because they already established their staff, people know about them. So, and they have very good lesson plan. The thing is, you must have a good lesson plan. You must be able to write something about. You cannot say that, oh, just do 5 sketch or things like that. They must be learning objective, okay? So, oh heaven, 2014 Parache. So we went together and we had a good time because not many Asian going to Parache at the time. And quite interesting. Not many sketches. It's not as popular as the other location because this is a bit too expensive for many to attend. Plus, I think it's not in the big city. It's in a small city, so you have to do transit. Okay. Alvin, you are not there yet, right? See, nobody.
Because it lasts to the 31st of August.
Oh, I remember. The timing was different for this particular one, okay? Urban Sketches Symposium is always in July, all right? Because it has to be together with the summer holiday. For us, what summer holiday? Every day is summer. For them, for summer holiday, they will venture to Europe and all that. So it must be summer holiday, within summer holiday. So Singaporean asked me, why must it be July? it's not a school holiday. Can we have it in school holiday? You know, so you have to grapple with all this. But remember, it's always in summer holiday in July. But this one is in 1 month later in August. Why? Any wise men here? Why? This is special. Because of football, World Cup. World Cup in Brazil. It's a big, big, big thing. I'm not a football fan. Sorry, I'm going to offend a lot of people. So, football. So it got to, you know, be 1 month later. So what did I say? Portland, the first one. Lisbon, Dominican, Barcelona, Parache. How about Singapore? Okay, every year when I'm at this symposium, they were all talking to me. We are hoping Singapore will do a proposal. Then I'll look at them. You know, I can show that every year without fail, someone will say, because it's time for symposium to come to Asia, correct? Yes, yeah. And it's easier for Australian. Yes. So we say, okay, we are ready. When my friends, our group, when I tossed the idea and everybody was ready, that's the time that I say yes, because it's June 015 is our SG50. SG50, we celebrated 50 years of our independence, and there's money around. I can get grant. Okay, I can get a sponsor, but who is going to do the work? Who is going to write the grant? Who is going to do the paperwork? Let alone the other part of the work, okay? So there's a lot of background work. So for this, can we thank Peggy for this Kuching 2017? We know AsiaLink 2017 in Kuching, also the last year in Bangkok, there's a lot of hard work, a lot of unsung hero. But the thing is this, when you are in the group, when everybody have the same purpose, okay? The purpose is not to forget the joy of sketching, all this organization and all that, you have problem with just breeze through, okay? And it's very, very important. You must have focus, all right? So for that, we are all ready. See, everybody show sketches and, you know, and Parker is in front. So we are ready, and we use this to pitch our, what do you call that, symposium. And obviously, I think the whole symposium team, selection team, love us. We submit, even if we just put in the paper, I think we can get it. But we did a good job. We really say that Singapore has this, that. You know, it's like, it's quite enjoyable to do, to pitch for that. So, we got all the supporter from the poly where I work. I'm still working with the Temasek Poly. You need a venue, you need places to sleep. We have, you know, apartment. But the thing is, it's too far from the venue. And nobody wants to go to the east. But then they are, my poly was very supportive. The fact that they allowed me to do it, you know, is already a plus point. So we got the support from National Arts Council and National Design Center, Design Singapore, you know, all this urban sketches. The last one is Urban Sketches Singapore. So we line everybody together. I make presentation. In fact, Patrick, where are you? Patrick was with me, okay? Patrick was with me at every presentation, so as the others. If I forget, I'm sorry, but then I said that Patrick, you've got to be backing me up. So I did all the presentation to all these people, and they give us the venue and all that, yeah, and special rate and things like that. It was a good venue, right? Yes. Yeah. Okay, so this is done by Jason Das, important man, So before Maria came in, Jason Das did that, okay? And he was tired. He said, can somebody take over this part of the work? So they asked for volunteer. So if any one of you have this skill that you can help urban sketches, you can volunteer. You just write to them directly. Don't write to me, I'm not the recruitment officer. Okay, so 2015, Jason did his website for us with everything in there, and I think everybody just signed up, you know, and that was history. So this is Singapore. Were you there? Were you there? Hi, is everybody there? Yeah. And I think this is the one that really get Asian sketches, you know, putting us on the world map, because the Indonesian is able to come, right? Filipino, you know, Malaysian, everybody in the Asia, Thailand especially send a big group, Hong Kong, everybody come to Singapore, and nobody cares. Yes? Some from Brunei as well, correct? Yeah, yes. Australian, of course, very big group, yeah. So everybody's there. And we only have like 300 tickets. This was where we increased to 300. You know, from 270 to 100 to 200, and this is 300. That's it, 300, okay? But guess what? Is it 300 here? It's almost like 800 people. People just sneaking, all right? Without passes and all that. And we have a policeman, Tony over there with the hat, you know, guarding the door. He can't hear me, so yeah, he will scold people without the pass. You are not allowed to come in, you're not allowed to come in. So, yep. So at the final sketchwalk, we have, you know, a wonderful big group here. And thanks, we have who? So we have Alvin, who did this banner for us. Thank you so much. And then if you notice, there's actually fire path, the flight path above. We put these two together. We have the National Day rehearsal, because it's in July, late July. Our National Day is on 9th of August, okay? So that was a Saturday, and the flight path was above. But I must confess, this picture, you can see the flight path on top, the firefighters on top, right? Firefighters. What am I talking? Yeah, okay, the pilots, yeah, they are on top. And the sketches below, but they are about like 30 minutes apart. So it was taken at different time, yeah? So we put them together. Photoshop a bit, yes, we do a little bit of Photoshop. So this has been, it has been used all the time. It's taken by Tong Tong, you know? He did the top and then the bottom done by someone, so we just put these two together. Very easy, right? You won't know where, right? That's the fun part. Manchester, we went to Manchester together. Singapore, we have quite a big group, yeah? And how many? This is quite big, I think 300 plus, 400. 400, about 400, yeah. So that one 300, 400. Then the Chicago, wow, unstoppable, unstoppable. So next, what's next for USK? Are you going to Porto? Yes. Wow, yes. How many hours flight from Australia?
Way too many.
Way too many. It's like 24, maybe 24 hours, you know?
Maybe.
So if you want, you're going to start saving now, okay? And then try to get a workshop pass or a sketch pass. But the rules have been changing. Why? Because they used to have sketch pass or maybe not. So depend on the next committee again. But you can make suggestions how to do this better, because it's getting bigger and bigger. Maybe we can do our small little tour at the site, you know, things like that. Could do. Find the cheap way to go there. So Porto will be the next one. And dates, dates. Everybody say, where is the dates? It's always summer holiday. So you guess when will it be, okay? So that will be it. Oh, to show a little bit of my work, this is what I did. Okay, the skyline. I like to do long sketches, yeah? So this is, I can show another day, tomorrow, that's the last day, my long sketches, but I didn't bring this, so that's Tokyo and Singapore. I get this because this was presented to the ambassador of Tokyo when he returned back to Tokyo, and then Singapore, we presented him with this together. All right? Thank you so much. I think that's it. Sorry, you can now go for lunch. Oh, no, dinner. Oh, not yet. Okay.
Thank you, Madam Tia.